The sun's going to get to me now. I'm going to cook here. The 8th of March it is today. We're in the upper echelons of Johannesburg. Wits Rugby Stadium is where you find us this afternoon for this Women's Premier Division game. It's top versus bottom. It's the UXK Derby. Pretoria versus Johannesburg. It's the Bulls Daisies who are sitting pretty at the top of the log, and they kick off against the Golden Lions women, who are yet to find success. 6 rounds we've had so far of the Women's Premier Division. There are the results. The Sanlam Buelandamas, they were victorious against the Sharks women, 24 points to 5. And then another fixture that had happened. There you see the log, just 5 points for their efforts are the Golden Lions women and the Blue Bulls Daisies. Hard to find fault with their form thus far. It's been a shortened campaign for the Women's Premier Division as they get ready for the World Cup. A number of the Bulls Daisies players in particular in the national setup. So they'll look to finish the division strong and then head off to national duty. A couple of changes, well, a number of changes actually been rung for the Bulls Daisies. Kawe sisters will get their first start as a centre pairing, but we'll get to them in a moment. Let's have a look-see at the Lions women as they line up there. Kuzwayo in the front row together with Budzwa as well as Kumalo. Sitole and Shongwe in the engine room. And then the loose trio of Honono Tomo as well as Elia. Then in the back line there, Potrita combines together with Ngalane, the centre pairing of Simango and Mashiane. And then the flyers in terms of Lechanyane, Mokwebo and Ntai. It's pitch perfect conditions here in the Highveld. You wouldn't have said so a couple of days ago. We've had some torrid weather. Majority of the schools just in the surrounds, just behind us, Parktown Boys High School, and a number of other schools kicking off their winter campaigns in terms of the rugby and hockey seasons respectively. But the weather, geez, it hasn't been kind. Compliments to the ground staff for all their efforts in terms of getting this pitch ready. Let's have a look-see at the number of changes being rung by the Bulls Daisies head coach. Mkabele Tiliza and Charlie in the front row. Ziandan Crawford at 4 and 5. The trio of vice-captain Mika Gunter, as well as Faith Tsauke and Mashapa. Have a look out for Sophie there. She's dangerous with the ball. Runs very strongly, always gets over the advantage line. Combines very well with the back line. Let's see how they stand. Dunam Tose together with Janse van Rensburg, who's been moved into that pivot position to control things a little bit better. And the Kawe sisters combine as a centre pairing for the first time. Mokone, Alexandra and Nonkosana make up the back three. And here they come, the visitors, the Bulls Daisies, led there by Janse van Rensburg. In their away strip there are the Bulls Daisies. The bench will have to make their way across the field of the Bulls Daisies. They're in fine spirits, aren't they? And then here comes the home side. The Golden Lions women make their way onto the park, led by their captain at halfback, Humandi Potgieter. Difficult campaign it has been for the Golden Lions women. Our officials for this match: Mhana will be the man in the middle, and he'll be assisted by Ronnie Victor together with Kieran Harris.
Okay. Ready, Bulls?
Ready to kick things off is Potgieter playing downhill. They will on the receiving end, the Blue Bulls Daisies. Here we go. Straight into contact backwards. Goes that ball there. So a little bit of cleaning up to do. Janse van Rensburg looks at a couple of options. Finds who else but Sophie Mashapa.
Go back. Yeah.
Attempted clearance there, unsuccessful. Chance now, thumping hit. Was that late? No, play on. First time with ball in hand. The Golden Lions taken up strongly there by Kumalo. Straight over the ball there. Brilliant work done by the Bulls Daisies. On that occasion there was Doreen Mkabela.
Somewhat. Middle.
So we'll see the first set piece of the afternoon.
This is the middle.
Success for the Daisies as they hit it up the middle. Over the halfway they come. First visit for them. Continuity here. Skip pass. They're on here are the Bulls Daisies. A little bit behind for the right winger. Work for her to do, but she won't mind it as the first visit yields try for the Bulls Daisies. As they've done all season, they just need a sniff. Having a conversation there about who'd like to take the kick. The try scorer to look to convert her own try. Straight as an arrow, and 7 points up the Blue Bulls Daisies within 3 minutes. So we'll try again here. Will Potgieter. Nice restart there. Chase effective to result in the knock-on. That's what good pressure does. And the height of that ball then ensures that it is a contestable.
Let's go, ladies.
All right, ladies. I need you to be patient. It's 3 calls, 3 action. You wait for the ball to be fed before you push.
Clear there from Mr. Mhana.
Coach! Point! Set! Yes, 9.
Massive shove there, but they managed to retain the ball. Do the Golden Lions. Unders and overs there. That's a good cutout pass. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I tell you who won't be complaining is Tsegofatso Lekganyane. Continuity here, vital. That's a good line run. She needs support though. I was about to say almost surviving that, but Unam Dose at halfback today. Very comfortable in the number 6 position as well, as you saw there, straight over the ball. And shutting off any momentum gained by the Lions.
Backwards.
It was backward, that knock, but unable to regather, so will result in a line out on the far side of the field, just beyond the 10-meter line where we had our first set piece. Resulted in a try for the Daisies. I'll look for more of the same again. Knock on. Saw the intense
Lions.
power.
Not lower than your hips, please.
Saw the intense power of the previous scrum by the
Crouch.
Daisies.
Point!
Look how tight-knit that scrum is.
Set!
Better here by the Lions. Good scrum. Lekganyane there misses out on the ball, so they have to clean up here. Messy. But the Daisies won't complain. They'll look to clean up. They'll do more than clean up. They'll get themselves a 5-pointer. Was scrappy after a fantastic scrum by the Golden Lions, and then just a miscue there with Lekganyane and Thabiseng Qelane. Similar position and a similar result from the kicking team. 14 to the good are the Daisies. Jackie Cilliers finds herself at the right wing position in place of Patience Mogone. Originally not due to start. She was to start off on the bench, but finds herself
Roll!
at the right wing.
Use 9!
Up and under there. Not too much distance gained there, but regathered very nicely under immense pressure by Provia Mashian.
On the line. No? That's yours.
Okay.
Time off. Sorry. Captain. You've got options. Knock on or line out. Yes. Clamping. Okay.
Scrum or line out. They'll opt for the line out after being given the option.
There was a knock forward from
Ball is yours, guys. You've got options. Yeah, scrum. Just give me the mark. On the 5.
So, after some deliberation between referee and AR, option reversed in favor of the Lions.
Coach! Bind! Sit!
Straight down, yes. It was on this side here from our angle. Oliswa Kuzwayo went straight down and picked up there by the referee. Almost exactly where line out was, where that led to a try. Bit of a fumble, but gathered by the Daisies.
Loss.
Short side, the option. It's a wonderful pass here to Alexander and an equally good stop from the Golden Lions.
Right. Get in. Ladies, get in. Oh, that's your mark. There's the mark.
Gets it on the way down. So let's see now.
Off the boot.
Look at the pressure here. Look at the pressure. Look at the pressure. Gathered by the Golden Lions. Now employing the short side here. Can she stay up on her feet till support arrives? Does so beautifully. Potgieter now gives the ball off there to Honono. Again, good continuity here. Kuzwayo tries to take the ball up, but is stopped right in her tracks. Go again. Alane with a clever little boot through. Not too many chasers wanting the ball there.
Tackle without the ball.
Yeah? Oh, tackle without the ball. Almost thought that resulted in a try. It was a wonderful attempt by the Golden Lions. Could have gone either way there. Nobody nominating for the ball. The Bulls Daisies almost found themselves in a spot of bother. The technical staff here from the Bulls Daisies also thought it was a try. They were almost halfway across the field to offer their team refreshments. First maul of the day here for the Daisies. Another strong point of theirs.
Back.
Dealt with. Shoot right out the line there. Janse van Rensberg with a change of direction. Doesn't get it the first time, Lechanyane. Messy. Needs somebody to clean up here, otherwise maybe trouble for the Golden Lions. Should have let that ball go. The flanker, she had plenty of numbers to the left. Ball still available, however. So efficient at employing the short option as they go again. Nice and low. Alexander now with the ball and just runs out of room.
Right? Ladies, I need you to talk early and then come join the line out, please. I don't want these meetings.
Clear from Mr. Mhana. Kaifuni to Parliament. Flat ball there, missed out by Aliyah.
Back.
Tester for Alexander.
Backward.
Misses out completely. And the line will win that battle.
Blue. Shut up. Get in. Backwards.
All back, all back. Clever steal there.
No hands.
An appreciation
No hands.
for the laws there by the Daisies scrum half.
Back. Back.
First phase ball here. Wonderful line there. She had one a little bit earlier. This time she's got somebody to pass to as they make their way inside at 22. Quick ball here, a bit too quick for the Daisies. Will allow momentary reprieve
Out of the way.
for the Golden Lions. Medical staff just being called on just to attend to Olelo Diliza. Jeez, she's had a couple of excellent line breaks, has Faith Tsauke. Interplay between her and Mika Gunter. Magnificent. They've tried a couple of times, the Daisies, to exploit that short side there with the likes of Alexander. Just running a little bit out of space. Those tram lines there have got to be well guarded by the Golden Lions women.
That's bleeding nose on there.
We're of course at the Wits Rugby Stadium.
Who did what wrong? So I can just fix it. You know that's from there?
Yeah. I've penalized you there.
Yes.
Yeah. So the prop is coming in and is
And
collapsing.
down.
Yeah.
Which side?
Yep. Maybe it's the loose.
Number one.
It's the loose.
You can't see here the referee's pointing to which position is the prop that's hinging, as you can hear from the ref mic. Got a bit confused in terms of numbers, but he's pointing to this one, this prop on this side here, referring to the loose head. It was Oliswa Kuzwayo,
Okay.
who was
Lions.
in on the angle and blown for hinging earlier. It's good captaincy by Rumandi Potgieter, using the time whilst Diliza gets attention, just to marshal the troops. Fix those errors like she, you heard her say on the ref mic.
Just on the scrums, can you just make sure that they take the heat?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
That is your mark. That is your mark. Thank you.
Lots of chatter between players from both sides and referee. Knocked backwards. Somebody's got to clean up. It's a try scorer. Mika Gunter. Strong fend off there. Gets a couple of meters, does the Lucy. Clever little kick that. Just over the top. Eventually gets to ground. Does Mukwebo. He's very brave onto the ball. Good hit there by Kabele.
And use 9.
Tester this under no pressure. Does well, does the fullback Nonkosana. Good meters game.
Payback.
Carry now. Kabele. gets good meters. A little bit backwards there. Who's going to straighten? Lovely by the outside center there. Alexander gets to the ball. Steps away inside and she's short. Into the red zone now come the Daisies. Tauke. Still Tauke. Deliza now. Busisiwa Crawford. And now from Kabele. Just outside the 5 meter. Pick up there by Dossel. Long range pass. And she'll get a double. Will Jackie Cilliers. Kicking duties handed back to fly half there, Libby Janse van Rensberg. Different kicker, different results. Unable to add the extra 2, but they're 19 to the good are the Bulls Daisies. My Premier League team there. Arsenal, 7-1 thumping during midweek. Hopefully they'll be able to do similar over this weekend.
Yep. Options. Scrum.
Scrum up to there. So you heard the captain, Janse van Rensberg, asking.
Move this side or this side. They're not happy. Okay, fine.
Just finding some better real estate on which to take the scrum. Bulls captain had asked the referee, please make sure they take a hit.
Bind. Sit.
Solid scrum. Dosse, Janse van Rensberg pops it just in the gap there and lost forward by the fullback Sarah Mokwebo. Usually quite safe hands with her. Rare error on that occasion.
Let's just wait for her. Shop.
No real team with ascendancy at scrum time. It's changed depending on who's in possession of the ball. You see Kuzwa's position there on that camera angle.
Okay,
already she's
on bind
turning in.
Ear to ear with just a slight gap so that when we say set, we can go. Coach! Bind! Sit!
Another solid scrum here. Dosse now. Janse van Rensberg finds the sisters in the center. Kawe sisters. Brilliant. Ukuma this time. To the delight of those that have come out and watch. It was a brilliant line and even better execution. Got rid of a couple of defenders before making her way over the try line for the Bulls Daisies' fourth. Better there from the captain this time to add the extra 2. Apart from that clever little kick through from Mhana, Lions yet to visit our position 22 once again. Another good kick, but no pressure for Alexander to gather. The pressure comes now. Foot chases on. And dead ball line will win that one.
Options, blue. You have a 22, and you've got a scrum where they kick the ball.
Which option are they going to take
Give
here?
me the mark. Where they kicked. Yeah. Okay. Just to confirm. So, just to confirm, if there was no knock on first, before they kicked, there was no knock on.
No knock on.
Okay, so we're going back. Okay. Where did they kick? Yeah. Thanks. It's okay?
Again.
Inside, so there's a scrum there, or it's 22?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Second people.
Yep. 22, okay? They're choosing 22.
A little bit indecisive there, but eventually they decide to go for 22. Janse van Rensburg takes it quickly while to catch the Lions napping. Good appreciation for the laws there. Looking for support here. Gee whiskers, maybe not, maybe not. She'll go all the way, won't she? Last little fend. And the player that started it all finishes it off. Does Liebe Janse van Rensburg. Sure. It's a good run, that. Credit to her, in all fairness to her. She was looking for support, looking, and decided, hey, why not have a go? And a go she did. It'll hold its line, that ball, so stay right of the upright. Apart from 2 missed conversions, she's been flawless otherwise. Another restart in a similar position, similar result as well. The regather from Alexander.
The line back.
Making a nuisance out of herself in those tram lines. Sophie Tauke now. Mashapa rather. With Tauke in
Use it!
support. Van Rensburg. Good take in the air by the Golden Lions. Counter-rack. yields ball for Daisies. Lovely interplay between the forwards there. Continuity is special here. And as I say that, just one pass too many, resulting in ball being knocked forward. Some camera shy, some not. Back to
Coach!
the scrum here.
Bind! Set!
2, 3, 4, 5.
Fire, fire's the call, but not too much fire there as the Lions come out with the ball here. Lovely regather. Alexander now trying to dart away and dance her way through unsuccessfully. Van Rensberg, Gunther, now to the lock. Same direction they go. Deliza, unders and overs there for Janse van Rensberg. Now to the wing here and loses out, does Celiers. And a misgather there. They'll go back to the first knock on. Much to the confusion of one particular supporter. She stayed down, looked like she just went over her ankle. Did Tandeka Shongwe.
Red's a bit laggy on the defence. And Blue 10's passes are getting...
Yep. Just want to know, getting the same pictures. Let me just have a word. It's back on. Make sure you start on the
Some
tunnel.
schools rugby results coming out.
Crouch.
College 60 points up against Velkom
Bind.
Gymnasium.
Set!
2, 3, 4, 5.
Down in eThekwini, Durban High School. Too good for Voortrekker. They won there by 63 points to 8. Killer scrum here by the Daisies. Dose almost getting rid of one. Her top's gone, but she continues playing. Over the 22 she goes. Van Rensberg. Just missing out there, but it will be a penalty. From confusion to amusement. Not so camera shy anymore. There was ever a reminder, or a subtle reminder,
Right up.
to ensure that you've got undergarments on. That was it. And most players, of course, having those vests with the trackers on. Right.
Back. What's that?
Ball now available for the Daisies. Trying to bash it up the middle, unsuccessfully so. Well handled by the Lions. Still available for the Daisies. Same direction they go. Good step, and try time. This time is Faith Tauke who gets in on the action.
On the line, did it not? Is it not a knock if it comes to our side?
No, it didn't went this way. That one. I was trying to
So she
tap
caught
it.
it,
No.
but it went through
She
her
tapped.
hands.
She tapped it, and then it went back. She
So
didn't
my
caught.
player caught it. My
And then-
number 6 caught it, and then
and
they
then it was
off of
ripped?
it.
Uh-huh.
So if my player catches it, it's coming to my side. Do you understand?
No, it was in the middle of the lineup.
not convinced is Mr. Mhana there.
Thanks, but
Despite the efforts there of Rumandi Potgieter, remonstrating with the referee.
10 minutes, yeah. I'm off.
One of the Bulls Daisies players just receiving some attention. She looks good to go. All patched up.
I'm on.
We don't have numbers next one.
She's been so consistent in terms of landing those kicks right in that corner there, just outside the 22. Gunter with a strong carry.
Use.
Again, just over the top, bringing that winger in.
No.
Takes it beautifully in the air there, does Kanyilin Dai.
Back.
Carry there by Poppy Budzwa. Better here from the Lions, but they need to make a bit of headway. Potgieter on the ball now. Better.
Live
10.
off.
There's nothing there. He said it'll be a penalty. Easiest decision the referee will have to make.
Back.
Taken quickly now. It's a good run, this one. Bit of energy. They went 10, so they'll come back. Areta Tomo.
Captain.
Ready.
Going for the scrum option.
Please be patient. I'll tell you when to feed you. Left of the mark.
They've got a split field here to the Lions. Let's see what attack they can conjure up here. She's seen very little of the ball, have
Coach.
Mangisita Smango, as well as Pravia
Bind.
Shian.
Sit.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Stability. 9.
Solid. Right hand side. Potgieter looking at a couple of options. Dinks the ball right over Alexander.
Got options.
It was a right idea, just too much
Scrum.
protein shake on that one.
Yes. Okay. Scrum. Coach.
Nearing
Bind.
the end of this first half that has been dominated by the
Sit.
Daisies. They've really starved at the lines of territory. Jansa van Rensberg.
Outside.
She's been so good at getting that ball just over the top. Massive clash of bodies. Clash. There's a player down there for the
Right,
Lions.
put the ball down there. Put the ball down there. Put it down. I've stalled because of the injury. So they're sealing. Hey?
Just going to confer to see if there was anything more to that. He's so good in involving his ARs as the referee, just consulting, just referring, just checking all his bases. And 100% there, the decision. Just a coming together of bodies, unfortunately. Credit must go there to Janse van Rensberg. She sees that the Lions shoot up very quickly on the line, so she's been placing her kicks just beyond the back line. And then it chases. And the bounce of the ball have more often than not been on the receiving end. 2 of those kicks have resulted in tries.
Okay. Is she fine? She's going to play again. Okay.
Wonderful. Good to see her back up on her feet again and fit enough to continue. Kanyile Ndai.
Time back on.
That kick will bring play to around about the 10-meter line. Well, on the 10-meter line, in fact. Six ball. It's a beautifully executed line out there. Gunter takes the ball. Kawe now, that's a strong fend off. Wanting to get into the action, similar to her sister did moments earlier.
Off your feet!
Same direction. Try scorer Tauke. Kawe now.
Knock on in the
Janse
tackle.
van Rensberg. Aya, Nkaukwe. Ha ha! In they go again. This time it's Alexander. Almost too many options in those tram lines. But no mistake made by the Daisies as they look to see this half out.
I think it's
It's moving around some furniture. It's a beautiful strike as it curled in. It looked to be on its way down very low, that kick.
10. Yeah. You're passing straight flat. I don't have a problem with that, but just convince me. Yep. So, thanks.
Simple as that. Just convince me that the ball is not going forward. Easier said than done. But so far, so good. She flew out very quickly, the replacement winger. Got a boot to the face. Did the centre there.
Right?
Simango.
Put it down there. Injury.
Referee rightly so, just stopping things momentarily. She had just come on to the park moments ago.
Yeah.
To Stella Ngube.
Yes, that's just head on the tackle and it's horrible in that one.
When they both went for 14.
Just as rip and then crashes. Yes.
Seen a couple of stops in the latter parts of the half.
Sorry.
Very warm day in Johannesburg today. Good day to be out. Plenty of sport on today. I did mention earlier, majority of the rugby playing schools kicked off their winter campaigns today throughout the country.
But it's not that muddy. A lot. Sun is burning.
Yeah. Tend to agree with the referee here. Sun is burning. It is quite a scorcher out today. Of course, medical staff just taking all the required precautions to get the player safely off the field. More often than not, looks a little bit more serious than it really does. Bulls Daisies just taking some time to hit the reset button. Flattering scoreline in their favour. It's not even half time yet. So work to do, number one, to see out the half for the Golden Lions, and then to come out firing in the second. Looks like it will be Ratidzo Ngurangena who's going to come on in jersey 22. Blue Bulls Daisy supporter. Coaching staff just getting their thoughts on the half. How do we see this one through here? Ratidzo Ngurangena in jersey 22. There she is. She'll replace Stella Ncube, who replaced Tsegofatso Lekhanyane. Around about halfway through this half.
So you're done for the day? Yeah, just one game.
Almost done and dusted. The player safely making her way off the field. We wish her full and safe recovery for Stella Ncube. So time back on.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Feed there from Dose. Short side they go now. Just left it behind it, Celiers. Advantage for the Bulls. It was lost forward by the Golden Lions.
Not good. Yep. Mark.
The first knock on by
Mark.
the Blue Bulls.
Sorry. Coach.
Which one? Don't hold back.
Bind.
Big one door, big one door.
Sit.
Good channel one ball there. Pick up from 8. Potgieter skips one out there for Ngelane. She just looked up.
Mark is there.
Both teams are just struggling with continuity in the latter part of the half.
Got my inside leg.
Crouch.
There's the hooter. So this will be the last play.
I said crouch. Bind. Sit.
Ball out. Dorset. Picked up there in the safe hands of Mokwebo. Speculative that cross kick. But in
Offside.
front. Yeah, in front.
Mark is there.
And keen for some halftime oranges is Dorset. Convincing in the first half, 45 to the good are the Blue Bulls at Daisies. They won't stop. They'll come out firing in the second half. Will the Lions respond? They've got to get stuck in. They've got to get back into this fixture.
Let's just wait for her to.
Welcome back to Wits Rugby Club. It took as much time as possible, did the Blue Bulls Daisies, and coming out of the tunnel, they seem ready to go now. A couple of changes for the Daisies. Run through those in a minute. Work to do here from the Lions. They need a strong start. Inches short, that kick. And start by Janse van Rensburg. Centre scrum, the option.
Okay, so we've got the new front three, eh? Okay. So it's easy and simple. 3 calls, 3 actions. I will try to be loud. You wait for the calls and for the ball to be fed in before you.
Some powerful scrums we saw in the first half, particularly on the side of the Daisies. They'll want to pick up exactly from where they left off. Competitive in a couple of them.
Set!
Were the Golden Lions. They want a little bit more consistency. That ball comes off the knee. So the Daisies off. There you go. Dosse now combining well with Janse van Rensburg and just unable to hang on. Kawe will have to wait a little bit longer to get onto the score sheet in the second half.
Okay.
That ball there had come off the knee of the tight head as Potgieter tried to hook the ball in.
But nothing wrong. Relax. Coach! Bind! Out. So, I need a long arm binding. Please try to get a bind here. Yeah. Let's go. Coach! Bind! Set!
Short option here. Potgieter now puts it onto the boot. Clever to stay in field. Tester here for the fullback. Very well dealt with by Nonkosana. Onto the boot for Cilliers. Tracking back. The Golden Lions are left to start from just beyond their 22.
Mika, with me.
Back.
Driven back.
Stay there. Use.
Potgieter at the base. Again, comfortable under the high ball. Janse van Rensburg just wanted a loop. Having looking at options. Decides to go straight on and brought down by Ngelane. Still they come to the left-hand side. Big pass on the outside for Alexander. Tauke now. 2 to bring her down. In fact, she's still going. Releases 1 for Nonkosana. And now brought up centre field by a replacement first receiver.
Back.
Jeez, we're right back into the action. Didn't take long in the second half. That's a good hit. Timely tackle. What a line, what a line, what a line by Faith Tauke. A brilliant line run. Well weighted was the pass. Just hung it up there. Did Janse van Rensburg. And high fives all round. Starting the second similarly to how they did the first. will resume kicking duties, will Janse van Rensburg. And is successful from the tee. So over 50 they go now, 52 points to the good are the Blue Bulls Daisies. Deeper, the restart now by Potgieter. Almost going beyond all the Bulls Daisies. That was there to clean up was Janse van Rensburg.
Back.
Using the width of the field here. Yep, I was about to say. That did look a little suspiciously forward out of the hands of Kawe. Coaching staff there of the Golden Lions. Tall task ahead of them in the second.
Crouch
Against the log leaders.
Bind. Set.
Better scrum by the Lions, advantage to the Daisies. Going backwards there, so referee will bring them back.
Coach. Bind. Set.
Big scrum. Van Rensburg. Cut out pass to the centres there. Coming around was Nonkosana. Still going is Nonkosana. 2v1. Slowed down a run there, did right winger. Oh, should have just pinned the pigtails back. She had created a wonderful 2v1, had Nonkosana. And Celia's slowing down there.
Mark is there.
Should have fancied her chances.
Coach. Bind.
Quick tap for coming in too early. Potgieter onto the boot. Having to track back is Nonkosana. Alexander there in support. Goes the opposite direction. Out the back door. Lovely ball presentation here. Now let's see. 2v1 the other side. Alexander having to track back and clean up. Shown good resilience have the Golden Lions against repeated attacks by the Bulls Daisies.
Gonna move in. Okay. We're good here. Coach. Bind. Sit.
Attempting that secondary shove there, but well dealt with by the Lions. Powerful scrum from them, the advantage now. Ngalane, cannot pass, 2v1, Nazo, excellent cross-cover tackle. When they say cross-cover, that's what they mean. Nonkosana there, the sweeper. Probably in the 51st minute, the most enterprising bit of play we've seen from the Lions. Here they come. Here come the Daisies. The offload was there. Should have been, but Gunter, wonderful over the ball to Seal. Look at the hands, look at the hands. Tackle rate. I was about to say tackle rate decent there. Kawe out the back door. Enterprising stuff here by the Blue Bulls Daisies. Oh man, the try of the afternoon. They've had a couple of them, but that one, something special. Team try that. Referee not the only one having to catch his breath. It was Anati Kolo there with the try. But as I said, a wonderful team try. Adds the extras. Both sides ringing the changes, looking to empty the benches quite early on in the second half.
Subs. Okay, can go.
On the park is Kamochelo for the Golden Lions. Restart taken by Potgieter. Bounces in no man's land, but eventually gathered by Alexander.
Use 9.
Gunter van Rensberg. Now to the centres. Hanging on for
Away, Tiklu!
dear life there was Simango. This one's gone forward.
Coach. Bind. Sit.
Another good scrum by the Golden Lions. Oh, lovely hands, lovely hands. She had to time her rush up well.
Bandage.
Alexander. Advantage for hands in the ruck there. So they'll come back.
Off feet.
Heard the call there from the referee. Off the feet.
Yep.
No point in going for the 3 points. Just bust up. Full steam ahead there. Get those front tankers in. Against the grain. Well met in the tackle. Some thumping hits in those tram lines. Ball pops out. Potgieter on clean-up duty. Trying to avoid the line. But can't any longer.
Okay. We've got a high tackle around the neck.
Got the call there from the AR, and they're quick to get on with things, the Golden Lions. Where the Daisies 10.
Release! Last feet.
Happy with that was the referee.
Last feet.
Got it second time round. Ball stolen. And the referee's whistle brings a stop to the chaos.
What is the mark? Time off.
So a player from the Golden Lions just receiving some attention. And one would think a timely water break.
Time backward.
15 minutes in. Been ferocious, the action. End to end. They're doing better to get into opposition territory, are the Golden Lions.
Coach! Bind! Sit!
Solid by the Golden Lions. Potgieter spots a gap on the outside, and what a pass! What a pass! To hit the left winger. Quick thinking, quick reactions, skillful the hands to get the first try on the scoreboard for the home side.
Yes, fine. I've been waiting, bro.
The referee have been waiting, he says. A little bit parched. But you are Nyan. Hakebele ho bela ntho e sa finishing bin. Unsuccessful there with a conversion, but they break the duck. It's 9 tries to 1. Deep start, Potgieter. Perfectly positioned. And a good exit.
Yes, this is your mark. This is your mark.
Stolen by the Golden Lions. Against the grain. Almost all the way through there
Lost.
was Shongwe.
Backwards.
Through the bullet of a pass did Potgieter. Chance for the Daisies. Hangs on to the legs as Potgieter. Still alive for the Daisies. Just got to do a bit of tidying up. They do that efficiently. Faith Tauke. Lovely pass, almost intercepted. But the ball retention rate has been superb this game.
Back.
Still available. Go forward key for the Daisies. Happy to just let the ball do the work up until that point.
Oh, Mark.
Another stoppage in play there. Heavily strapped up the knee there. Getting some ice. Halfway through the second. Credit must go to the Golden Lions. They haven't taken a back seat in the second half. They've got one try and
She's coming back.
they've stopped the rampant run of the Blue Bulls Daisies. With 3 tries to the good at a similar stage in the first half.
Time back on. Coach. Point. Sit. Advantage.
Yes. Zanayo. Potgieter. South African rugby trait that, some will tell you. Referee says advantage, we kick the ball.
Captain.
So there's been a scrum penalty there, India. When are you going to your pocket or not? Is it not that bad? It's not that bad?
I'll have a look at that.
Okay, then we run a scrum, please.
Scrum.
Well, you got to try your luck. Trying to get into the referee's ear there, says Miss Potgieter. 2
Okay.
scrum penalties. When are you going to go to your pocket? Or is it not that bad, she asks? Cheeky, cheeky.
Make sure that you stay low, even if you're going back, just stay low. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
They're pinned up the top. They've stood out. Penalty.
No.
Backwards.
Leave it, leave it. Last feet.
Double hit on the lock. Again. Nonkosana cleans up so
Leave,
well.
leave.
Just right over the ball there. The right winger listens to the calls of the referee. Looked slightly forward that. Gunter gets taken down. Numbers are plenty for the Blue Bulls if they can just shoot that ball out right. Still Let the hands and the footwork right on. Second try of the half for the Blue Bulls Daisies. Saliers takes over the kicking duties and right over. Able to convert. So they'll go again here, the Lions. No urgency from them. Medical staff there. They've had their fair share of workout this afternoon, tending to all the players. Most grateful to them.
Use it!
Whose is it? Backwards from Lions. Still available. Had to go down loaded Ngelane. Now the flyer is off again. Just would have loved to see her get a bit more ball in a bit of space. She's been so elusive with a limited ball that she's had right over the ball of the Blue Bulls. So a penalty advantage. Going to the right of the top. And once again, advantage. And the ball.
Advantage here. Yeah. Can I have the captain? You the captain? A lot of high tackles. Yeah, just.
Got to keep those tackles down.
No, open. You're right there.
Not straight.
Options, line out or scrum. Going for line out.
So, line out will be
Right there.
taken again this time. This time for the Daisies. Taken
Advantage again.
by the Lions. Nearing the whitewash of the Daisies. They're not going to make it easy for them, however.
Left feet back.
Strong carry. New advantage, so referee might have more than just some talking to do at the end of this move here. Resilient in defense so far by the Daisies. Go back to the mark.
Away!
Away roll the Daisies. Another strong carry by the reserve lock.
Last feet.
Low, low, low are the calls from the Daisies. Looking to chop the Golden Lions at the legs every time they try to advance. Just sustaining that pressure. Another
Advantage
drive.
high.
That's a dangerous tackle, not just high. Looking to cut back on the inside. Referees already warned them about the high tackles. No way through so far. Still on penalty advantage. Yep. Someone's going to get a talking
Can I
to
have
here.
number 20, please?
Will it be more than that? Most
20.
likely.
Number 20. Number 20. 2 high tackles. Yeah. 2 high tackles. High tackles, 2. Yeah. I've been playing advantages of a high tackle, yes. Number 20.
Perplexed. Me? Never me.
Captain options? Yeah. Scrum.
Opted for the scrum option. Will they go blind? 10 to go on the clock.
Crouch! Bind! Sit! Steady.
Goes early.
Release! Shot! No hands!
Just on the line. Ball spills out. Still not.
On the line! On the line!
Desperate defense here.
Shot!
Now they try reach again. It's still short.
Goal line now. Yes. It's held up. No, it's held up.
Oh, no. Held up. The ball there. Goal line drop. Let's having a look at the options.
The good.
Mokwebo wrestles her way to the ground. Oh. Penalty against the Lions there. Looked forward that pass there. Advantage being played. Run there by Nolutando Kumalo. Far too quick off their line there, the Daisies. Careful here, another reckless challenge there from the Daisies. So already got one in the bin. Ah, referee.
Sub. Okay, it's fine. Can I get the number? It's number 7. Captain! Captain and number 7. That's a high tackle, and I've been telling you guys about the high tackle, so you're off yellow.
Yep. He has given them fair warning. Faith Tauke this time. So they're 2 forwards short in among the forwards. Superb kick.
Wait. Wait.
Got to get one more off the field there. The 2 players that had run on. Haven't seen much of the Daisies in opposition 22. Penalty. Lazy runner there, caught an offside position. Keen to run. Lovely line. Looking to straighten. Kutra fall down. Naso. Oh, almost the regather. Advantage being played back for the Blue Bulls Daisies. 2 Lions players down in the background. So they'll be short defensively. Super pickup. And she deserves a try. Does Nonkosana.
Yeah.
Saliers to convert.
Thanks. Let's go.
No, that won't curl in. Last 5 minutes on the clock as the Lions gingerly walk to halfway. No contest in the regather. Good interplay here. Alexander tries to take on Ndai unsuccessfully.
Injury? No?
Looks like just a bit of cramp. Nothing some deep spray won't fix. There's the Blue Bulls coaching staff. They'll be happy with the efforts of the ladies this afternoon. They really have put together an impressive performance.
Copy? Yeah, it's going to be a scrum. I stopped because of it. Yep.
good to go. And first order of business will be she needs to get into the scrum.
Back one.
So
Scrum for white.
I'll see just how well that magic spray was.
Let's go, let's go. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
They had to get it out quickly, and they did so with some efficiency. Nkosana looking for territory. Good kick.
No, no, no. Get in.
Came right the way across to contest. And thumped into the touchline once again.
Your mark is here. Open up, white. Open. Wait. This is your mark, Lions. Open, white.
Tapped down, but no one really claiming that. Knock on advantage, no advantage. We'll scrum down.
Make sure you start next to the tunnel. Crouch. Bind. Sit. Steady. Yes.
Got to get it out. She does so. Portrite. Gonna run it from deep. The
Good.
Golden Lions coming back in field. Smart.
Back.
Alexandra driven back.
Back.
Hooter sounds in the background. So last bit of play
Way.
here. Will they get one more onto the scoreboard, or will the Golden Lions defense hold firm? Still available. Right side. Ah, yeah. That
No.
Mhana landed right onto the ball, so wounded.
Lions play.
Backwards.
Away.
She's had enough as Portrita kicks it high into the stand. And that will be the game. They ran rampant in the first half to the Blue Bulls, the Daisies. A positive start in the second half by the Golden Lions, getting just the one try over the score sheet. A convincing victory by the Blue Bulls Daisies. 71 points to 5. It ends here at Wits Rugby Stadium. confirmation of those results. Buell and Damas, too good for the Sharks women. Convincing victory by DHL Western Province over the EP Queens, and the Boo Bulls running riot at the Wits Rugby Stadium. Stay tuned for the next fixture. The Free State women take on the Border Ladies. Kickoff has just gone about 15 minutes into that game here. But from Johannesburg, it's bye for now.